Right now on Up with KREM, heavy rain and high winds is what we're tracking this morning and how all of these weather factors will impact our day overall.
The first thing that I thought about is, how would this impact our students?
And the Othello School District coming to terms with a school closure. This morning, why the district is looking to save money.
We're emitting CO2 into the atmosphere. Exceeds our ability to replace it with renewable sources. We just can't build enough renewables fast enough.
Plus, our Environment Northwest series is taking a look at how a local company is working to reduce emissions.
Up with KREM begins now.
Good Wednesday morning, and thank you for joining us here on Up with KREM. I'm Brandon T. Jones, and we also want to welcome you if you're streaming us on KREM 2+. Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Thomas Patrick, though, because Thomas, you've been working hard all morning long. This is one of the more busy mornings in terms of the weather that I can remember in quite a few weeks or so, but can you tell us what's going on? I know there's been rain and then there's also wind in the forecast.
And don't forget a little bit of snow to the north as well, Brandon. That's just how complicated and dynamic this forecast is for this morning. If you're just looking outside, you can see the rain. The moment you step outside, then you'll feel that wind. So it's kind of a 1-2 punch, if you will. On Doppler radar this morning, most of our rain has been solid. It's been in that light to moderate category, mostly all the green shade that you see blanketing Spokane County and then through North Idaho, all decently lighter rainfall. I did mention snow in our northern areas. It looks like you got to get north of about Colville and Sandpoint. I think north of about that line is where most of the snow is still occurring and still accumulating. But the wind is the priority today, as wind advisories are currently in effect and they go until 1 p.m. this afternoon.
All righty, thank you for that update, Thomas. Of course, as he continues to track the weather impact, we're also going to be looking at the traffic impact this morning, especially with those wet conditions on the road. We're taking a live look at I-90 and Division. Looks like a good flow of traffic for 6 a.m., but things do look like they're moving fairly smoothly at this particular point. But of course, we'll continue to track those road conditions because right here on Up with KREM, we bring you weather and traffic together every 30 minutes. Also, this weather is causing problems for schools across our region. This morning, there are a few schools reporting closings and delays. Here's a current list. Today's school is canceled for Boundary County School District. And here's a list of schools on a 2-hour delay. They include the Lake Pend Oreille School District, Quincy Valley School District, Onion Creek School District, and the Omak School District. There are more scrolling at the bottom of your screen, so we'll continue to keep you updated on all school closings and delays here on Up with KREM and KREM.com. This morning, there are a few power outages affecting our region as well. Right now, Avista is reporting that just over 550 customers are being affected, with 385 being in the Enterprise area. Northern Lights reporting just over 480 customers without power northeast of Sandpoint. We're making calls to find out if these are weather related this morning. And this morning, we also want to prepare you if you're driving to see family for Christmas. Let's go ahead and check in on those past conditions. Right now, we're taking a live look at Snoqualmie Pass right now. Things are looking okay at this particular point, and right now there are no restrictions. There is snow in the forecast for the pass. A reminder that conditions can change quickly, so please be prepared. Changes are required over Stevens and Bluewood Pass. Meanwhile, traction tires are advised over White Pass. Yesterday, heavy snow and freezing rain turned I-90 slick, catching some drivers off guard. Washington State Patrol is stressing the importance of checking conditions before you head over the passes, especially with a big travel weekend ahead.
Cars that spin out or a truck that spins out, blocks a lane or two, the plows can't get through. So then we end up having to close the roadway down.
Washington State troopers do warn that the snow can turn to freezing rain. If you have to drive across passes, not only be prepared for snow, but also prepare for a potential icy drive. This morning, the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help looking for a missing woman. 65-year-old Sharon Davidson hasn't been seen since December 14th. That's her right there on your screens. Deputies say she is 5'7", about 130 pounds with blonde hair and blue eyes. She was last seen near her home on Cougar Gulch Road. It's believed she's on foot and not dressed for the weather. If you have any information, you're urged to call the number right there at the bottom of your screen. Well, now to national news. New charges against Luigi Mangione. He's accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Yesterday, a Manhattan grand jury indicted the 26-year-old suspect with first-degree murder. New York's district attorney says he intended to cause shock and attention and intimidation. He's now being held in Pennsylvania. Tomorrow, he could be moved to New York City to face the new felony charges. After this school year, the Othello School District will shut down one of their high schools. This is a part of an effort to make sure the district doesn't use any more of its reserve funding. The district is implementing the right sizing plan, which it says will help replenish the fund. The current plan is to eliminate 23 positions across the district from all the different schools, 20 of those being teachers and 3 of those being administrators. This will also merge Desert Oasis High School and Othello High School, which would save the district about $750,000.
What I'm really proud of is that we've done it early enough that we can get their input and put together a good program and supports for everybody on each side of this issue.
Select staff from Desert Oasis High School will make the transition with students over to Othello High School. Well, happening tonight, the Spokane Public School Board is planning to move forward with buying a building in the University District. According to SBS, buying the building at North River Point Boulevard is part of a larger plan to consolidate district-owned properties across the city. The board says this will help reduce operational costs, and over the next few months, the district will discuss what the building will be used for. An early Christmas present for Idaho, the state's public schools will receive millions of dollars for the current school year. Yesterday, the Idaho Department of Lands announced the schools will get more than $63 million, which they say is the largest portion of the more than $100 million given out to all the endowment beneficiaries. Well, KREM Cares worked with communities and schools Spokane to get hundreds of hygiene bags packed for local kids. Yesterday, KREM 2, our parent company Tegna, and the foundation provided $5,000 to provide supplies, giving 600 students much needed products like shampoo, toothbrushes, and body wash. Communities and Schools is our KREM Cares partner in education, and sometimes the simplest donations go a long way to getting kids in school and being successful.
From Rogers. I wasn't sure I was going to make it at points, but I did, and so it means a lot to me to come back and help connect those paths and empower the team that's doing the best work to make that happen for those kids.
This is just amazing because now we can provide even more of those items to break down those barriers.
KREM Cares got some help from a few local people who stepped in to donate extra products, including a local YouTuber who goes by the name Goals. And when we ran out of toothbrushes, a local dentist donated hundreds of extra ones.
It is 6:08 as we take you outside. I can't wait to ditch the umbrella here, and as soon as it stops raining, I'm going to put it away because it is so windy. I can certainly feel that I've got to need a firmer grip on the handle here than I usually do standing from our outdoor weather center. Still lightly raining across most of eastern Washington, including here in Spokane, but it has been getting a lot lighter than it was compared to just an hour ago. Looks like the rain is actually going to finish up pretty shortly here as you get some drier weather right over central Washington right now that is advancing forward. So that's what we're hoping for, but the wind, that is not going to quit. In fact, it only gets worse throughout the day here as the afternoon probably gets us some of the windiest conditions with some wind speeds will be up to 50 miles per hour. Power outages will be possible throughout the day because of how strong these winds are going to be.
The problem with what we've just heard is that there is too much vague language.
Well, still ahead, we're hearing from community members on Kootenai County's newly updated emergency plan. In the next 5 minutes, you'll hear their concerns.